thing about economists is that there is a term we say price is ticking downwards. What it literally means is that once price goes up in a country like Ghana, it is very difficult for you seeing consumers reducing that price. At best practice, maybe producers or sellers may not increase the price. But in terms of seeing a reduction in the general level of goods and services as far as pricing is concerned, it can be through. Just a few minutes ago, as I was speaking to you, I got thirsty and I asked someone to get me a bottle of water. And the smallest bottle of water that I think that is the smallest, I came back and told me that this is 5 cedis, and I was amazed. I mean, this is something that not long ago we were buying it at 2 cedis, 50 pesos. So you see the dynamics that is playing out. So that is why I was making a point that if you consider the CPI, the Consumer Price Index, we have close to over 40,000 items that enter the Consumer Price Index with various weights. Now, as I said, because certain items may be seen and ease in terms of the general rate of change in price compared to the previous year at the same time in August, it does not necessarily mean that prices are falling or there is disinflation, what technically people would say. It does not necessarily mean that. So the point I am making here is that if you consider the Ghanaian and how our economy is structured around certain critical factors. So if we don't really see a drop in these factors that are very critical in terms of the consumption and production of the Ghanaian economy, it is very, very difficult for you to actually see a single-digit inflation having a direct impact on the Ghanaian. That is why I said that maybe the best-case scenario would be this single-digit inflation going through a transmission mechanism, which is the interest rate channel through the monetary policy rate. Aside that, I find it very technically difficult to really appreciate how this single digit is actually going to have any direct impact on the ordinary Ghanaian or the market woman or you and I.